I've no need of a wing man. Commander Lightfeather will give you your briefing.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Chiantha. State your purpose, ground walker. I don't have all day. Oh, damned awful business. Fine flyers, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. We're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Oh. You're such a scaredy cat.
You throw a fit when there's no hot water. Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
Solve all suffering by allowing his faithful to suffer the most.
Thank you. Now Brilgo's name has been cleared, we can extend our help to the refugees once more.
Looks like we're opening back up to the refugees. No rest for the wicked.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Oh, they make them with wings.
The Tresson seems a little tense, and you aren't sure why. As you assess the creature, you notice a stack of letters and shiny ring at the creature's feet. She startles, and you miss the ring. She flies away before you can make a second attempt.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
not for us to decide who deserves Ilmater's grace.
Why not? We are his adherents. I'm fine. You're the one who took a...
If you're hungry, you can wait with us. A priest might come out with some scraps if we're lucky. We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with... Help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days. We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Ah, you've opened it, I see. Well, let's cut to the chase. Go on. Tell me how much your silence is gonna cost me. Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Thank the gods! Unopened as well. Oh, what a relief. My customers will be most pleased. Here's your fee. As promised.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one more time.
in jail.
Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were
Calm
doing
down,
in the
dear.
house.
It won't happen, I swear.
Fistiness.
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
Before entering Baldur's Gate proper.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
Any complaints will be handled.
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
By order of Lord Morton, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered.
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced. Yes, I stole a purse from the evidence room. It was stupid, and I swore to Blaise Portier I'd never do it again. Ever. I have to stand on one leg until she believes me. Thanks. Shh. I just have to last a little longer.
What's next?
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced. Yes, I have to stand on one leg until... I have no idea. Don't distract me. I have to stand on one leg until she believes. That's not funny. If I fall, I have to start all over.
They're too busy visiting Mamselle's guys and gals.
Be vigilant, citizen.
Damn shame. Let's see what we can say.
Keep crime reports short. Do not waste our time with frivolous issues.
About time. The Manip assured me a builder would come around a 10-day ago, and hold it. You're not the builder. Which means I've got no use for you. Hooligans at the Mermaid have been using my shutters for target practice. And that's not the half of it. I've had to replace the same window 3 times now, not to mention the mess they've made of my front door. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere.
My daughter,
Forgive me. What was her name?
Your tools were stolen, right? No, you were mugged. Wait, I'm mixing you up with another citizen. I'm terribly sorry. I'll get back to you.
Are you drunk? Is that what this is?
Of course not. Simply tell me why you're here.
How many times do I need to say it?
You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me, why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days? My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
You catch the barest tendrils of magic coiled around the flaming fist.
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Someone or something has tampered with her memory.
What were we discussing?
What is happening? I feel like I'm going mad.
Nonsense, I'm fine. Madam, tell me why you're... here, and I will assist.
God, you're right. Something's wrong with her. Can you help me? I've no family, and Vanra's father isn't around. The Flaming Fist was my last resort. I'm so afraid. I'm so tired. I've been looking night and day everywhere I could. You will? Thank you. I haven't slept or eaten since she disappeared. I'm terrified something has happened to her. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks. Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful. No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. I was sober, though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one. Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
Do that quite a bit, don't they? It's a shame.
Damn shame.
No house left.
Failure to do so will
Result in a good hiding from Lord Forgehash. Got it. Thank you.
A gallows? Who's this?
Eyes front and keep your nose clean, newcomer. A noose and a short drop is how we deal with troublemakers. By then, it will be too late. I can't help the dead, but I can warn the living. Stay the path and obey the law, and you have nothing to fear.
To leave when the time comes. Or preferably before.
You really won't feel it.
Nothing. Got on back.
Brace yourself. What? It's not good to bottle things up.
Come to have a go. Give it your best shot.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Gold first. Then you can hit me. Plenty. Lots of angry people in this city. No one else to take it out on. Go on. You seem like you've something pent up. So, you having a go or not?
On duty.
I like your look. You've seen battle, shed some blood. Could show these softies here how it's done.
Twist some arms, clean up the riffraff.
You types don't care what goes on in our streets.
If you have a problem, speak to one of the other fist. A rabid warg organised this inventory, judging by the mess they've left me.
Not turning a blind eye.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are having a safe and productive day.
I am never sleeping on duty again.
Distract the gauntlet, will ya? I think she's set on killing me.
Maybe they'll whip the place into shape.
Not now. I'm trying to figure out what type of villain puts oranges and onions in the same box.
Damn shame.
Thugs are getting bolder. My husband's been mugged twice this month, if you can believe it. You be safe out there. Can't trust a damn soul.
If you're here to report something, don't bother. The Fist don't give a damn.
Quiet day, mostly. Don't go spoiling it.
Good day, citizen.
Hello, hello, and all that.
Don't go looking for trouble.
Something over there.
cooking as fast as I can. Those fists have got bottomless bellies, I swear.
I was the wrong sort. I put the vile hide right to the ground.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Horrible, those scanners, aren't they? Shame no one cares enough. Folk don't even think about it much, I bet. They should.
All right. What now? A couple turns should do it. This corpse has been desecrated, displayed, and there's nothing random about it. Circus clothes. What an end for Dribbles the Clown.
Action, not reaction.
No time to rest?
All the Talanta await her blessings with open arms. And we pity those. Listen and submit to the Mistress of Disease.
We've got no choice. We have to do what he says.
Oh, gods. But he's spouting a load of crap. Don't waste your time.
I've read them out for years. This is the closest to a rag it's ever been.
I would love to have seen Gortash's coronation, but I would have to have skipped the after feast. I'm on a strict diet.
Unless you want more lordly boot. Straight from the Baldur's mouth. What about Estra's column? She always has something juicy in the Gazette. Even Estra
Mistress Column's been lacking sauce of late. It's a real shame.
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
You want the who's who and the what's what? Speak to Karis. She's always got the best goss. None of it's been wrong yet.
Now don't believe anything Kate over there tells you. She's an awful liar.
Vincent here is a wastrel and a scapegrace, but he does amuse me.
When I think about the poor refugees starving in Rivington, I could just weep. I believe I'll drown my tears in another brandy.
Oh, come now, Karis. The broadsheet isn't that.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter. The guard is busy with their patrol and has...
Be vigilant, citizen.
Not of late.
Into the light!
Right, bring a Gortash!
Crush our enemy! Winner! You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
Lord Gortash is exactly what Baldur's Gate needs. I dread to think where we'd be without the Steel Watch.
The Steel Watchers are doing most of the good here, really. I'd love a gander at those schematics.
Gortash is the light bringer. Gortash will burn the Absolute to smoke and ashes.
Only Lord Gortash has the strength to protect our city. Who will save us from such
I don't know, Caitlin. I don't always know the rules. This is the
You won't find any fear-mongering here.
These street trash need to watch their tone. I don't tolerate disrespect.
You do realize we can't stay...
If all these folks can just keep their shit together, maybe nobody else will get hurt. Maybe.
Listen up. I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
One blow! One blow and she drops like she's dead. Well, maybe she is.
Used to think those things were gonna make me feel safer.
Not anymore.
I hope so.
We serve Lord Gortash and the city of Baldur's Gate.
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
Safe for now, at least. The army of the Absolute can't be more than a few days away.
No one back home will ever believe this.
The spirit. Next stop, Baldur's Gate. Sorry about the pong. We've been on the road for more than a 10-day.
Don't get too comfortable. It's only a matter of time before the army of the Absolute gets here.
What's the first? Thank Helm we made such good time. The army of the Absolute are back. Certainly encourages a brisk pace.
You do realize we can't stay here forever, don't you?
Oh, you? I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected. How is such an overrated question. It's the who and the why that matter, darling. My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. You are quite correct. The best broadsheet around. I would certainly recommend picking up a copy in the near future. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. If I told you, you'd lose the fun of reading it yourself. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. I bet you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? Thank you.
Not my concern.
What's the first thing you want to do after we settle in? Sleep for a 10 days, or maybe 2. And chill home.
I just hope somewhere has good dwarven beer. Don't think I'll be able to sleep without a decent drink.
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the local council for the duration.
You do realize we can't stay here forever, don't you?
Failure to comply.
Those walls might slow the army of the Absolute down, but they'll get through them sooner or later.
Let's take it one day at a time, eh? You might feel differently after some food and rest.
Fools! The pair of you. Just be ready to leave when the time comes. Or preferably before.
Come on. I know you're right. But it won't bring us back, will it?
I know.
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Baldur's Mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
Please provide a full inventory of any livestock before entering Baldur's Gate proper. Mugging or any other form of deceit will not be tolerated. All animals must be safe
for now.
Failure to do so will...
The army of the Absolute can't do more than a few days away.
It's such a misery go try here now. Now they've got city walls and stairwells.
What do we do?
Spirit, next stop, Baldur's Gate's cushiest end. Oh, I've got aches and bones I didn't know I had.
Your very presence groans with the weight of Ogma's knowledge. Be welcome, learned one. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? Ha! That is no surprise, Holy One. You have entered the Stormshore Tabernacle. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. My purpose is to connect every soul with their divine patron. How could I do that if I couldn't distinguish what deities they serve? Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares. Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure and the courage to resist.
People don't always know their own minds. You've got to keep them safe, that's all.
You'll not find any fear-mongering here. We're an honest publication. If the Steel Watchers had eyes, at least you'd feel like you were being watched by something with a soul.
No, we are not censoring the mouth. We are simply doing a routine inspection. And no, I cannot sell you a copy.
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the Steel Watch taking up resources. Huh.
It's the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own.
Listen, pal, if you're not moving my share of broadsheets, you're in my way. Shift!
No time to chat, mate, sorry. Since Gortash donated this printing machine, we've had ridiculous volume to shift.
Baldur's mouth.
Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer types.
Writers that.
156, 157, 15... Oh, I'm sorry, can't chat. 15... Shit! Where was I up to? Oh, thank Corellin. You're a lifesaver. 158, 159...
Oi! I got my eye on you. You got the look of a troublemaker.
No. No, a bit too familiar. Mr. Needle.
Look, I just packed the papers. If you've got a complaint, editor's inside.
Hey, cut it out, will you? I've got deliveries to manage.
Afraid I'll have to ask you to stop there. Only Etfard's allowed to use the basement elevator.
You ever heard of this many guards for a bloody broadsheet? It's ridiculous.
Don't know about you, but them big metal bastards really put me off my flow.
We serve Lord Gortash.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Still missing one link. Oi, shove off. Don't be peeking at my scoop.
Hang on, wait, stay there. You reminded me of that word I was looking for, corpusculent. That's it. As you were.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story. Oh, we have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. I would never reveal my sources, and certainly not to the likes of you. Besides, you're too late. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox populi, vox dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
In my opinion, we should have a steel watcher in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly help with the dishes. Why, yes. I'd love to do an interview. Oh, sorry. Thought you were one of the mouse journalists.
Nortale's shelter. Refugees welcome.
Welcome. If you've need of a bunk or a bath, you'll find them upstairs.
I'm grateful to be here, I am. But I thought we'd arrive as a family. Not like this.
The soap here smells funny.
Good luck getting some kip up here. I'd stuff your ears if I were you. I don't need silence. Just quiet will do.
Wouldn't you?
curious.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well,
The hostel's up that way. You won't find better around here, unless you can pay for it.
I bet that hostel lady wouldn't make you clean the dishes.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter. The guard is busy with their patrol. The guard is busy. This is Joel's house. No letters, no clerics, no herb sellers, no potion peddlers, and no steel watch.
What were you playing at running away?
Don't want to do chores anymore.
So you just
My question their authority.
Do you know how well you should
Warning you.
If this lot have got a problem with the Gazette, they should take it up with the editor, not make a scene in the streets. Balder's Gate's never going to be safe with the Absolute out there. Why would the Gazette lie to an entire city?
No point reading the Gazette. You might as well be reading the walls of a tavern privy.
The paper says we're safe here, but we're not. We may as well be outside the walls with the Absolute.
Kinda terrifying that the likes of Lord Gortash can just decide what's true or not.
Despicable.
A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks.
Murders happening right on our doorsteps. What do I think of Lord Gortash?
I'll never understand people who don't want to be famous. The more the people like you, the more you can get away with.
Mr. Needle.
God's damned hypocrite! The Blade of Frontiers, all pomp and empty oaths. The Sword Coast's most dashing fraud. I trusted you. I believed in you.
Floric, what are you on about? What is this?
Lady Mizora told me everything. How you slaughtered your own father. How you crave his power. I thought you were going to save him. But you abused his current state to get rid of him. You mean to make the city bow to you, and you alone.
That meddling ghoul. Floric,
Save it. My duty is to Balder's Gate, and it holds no place for Ravengard's treacherous spawn.
Your thoughts come up short.
At ease. By the living gods, I believe you. What darkness has fallen upon us? Will, there's something you must know. I should have told you sooner, but I'd hoped somehow your father would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult were successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists abducted him, he told me that should he fall, I must seek you out and give you this message. Your father trained you in the ways of great champions. You are to use those lessons to wake the worm under the city. He is oath-bound to answer your call and come to our aid. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Answer, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldur he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city faced countless threats, but the Baldurians overcame them all. There was never any need to call upon the worm, but this time, things are different. This is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. Your father was right. We need Unsor's help. With him gone, the worm's awakening now falls to you. Take this. The legend of Answer, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you. Thank you. In darkness, I see your light. I will go and assemble any allies I can find. When the battle horns call, we'll stand ready. Unleash the worm, Will. Let his tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. Good luck.
If by strongly worded break through a window, then
Perhaps you should start your own opinion, Collins.
Let's talk.
Joking. You really are that.
Let's talk.
Do something heroic. That'll get their attention.
You could start by standing on a ladder, so they can actually see you.
Sometimes I wonder why we're even friends.
That's enough of that. Lord Gortash has everything under control. Agitators like you running around.
What are you gonna do? Arrest us? Do you think they might write about me in Baldur's Mouth someday? If you say so, mate.
Only if it's to review that awful fashion disaster you're wearing.
I dress well. For my budget.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked.
Let's talk.
No, a bit too familiar. Mr. Needle.
You should start your own opinion, Collins.
I could do that. I have no opinion.
Blade at the ready.
I was joking.
What's next, I wonder?
You really are that interesting.
Let's talk.
I'm rather enjoying the white. Maybe you should give it a try.
Too much to drink.
Why, hello there.
We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
The wine scent is almost sickly sweet, with an acrid note just on the periphery. Poison.
No, it was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face. And I will peel it from your skull, should you interfere again.
Healing.
Victory awaits.
fury. I am death. Talk to me.
Take two.
Death is close at hand. Shit! He escaped. Going to his next victim, no doubt. Let's move.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home.
I can keep going a little longer.
Kind of
have to do.
It'd certainly help with the dishes.
Let's talk.
Give him some time and then...
Eager for battle.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Blackets will be done.
Time to get going.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Highbury Townhouse.
What to do?
I still can't believe. Why would anyone want to kill me? Thank you for saving us. I just hope the children are safe. I still can't believe. Perhaps we should look into. I still can't believe.
Thank you for helping Cora.
I couldn't do any of this without her.
Thank you for saving Cora. Thank you, thank you.
Goodness, I just hope the children are safe.
This edition looks better than ever.
Perhaps we should look into some protection.
We always said the elf song was haunted. Now it's doubly so. You've got to talk to the locals if you want the true story about Stelmane's death. The Gazette would never print all the juicy details.
You eaten at the elf song before? Awful, just awful. I had a stew there once that looked like it had a finger in it.
What did you do with the decapitated?
What are you doing here? This is a private home, understand?
Hello? I wasn't expecting any guests.
Hello. Are you a tax collector? Papa told me I shouldn't talk to them if they showed up. That might be worth a look.
Yeah.
Articles about coats and war.
Oh, right. Nah, I don't read any.
Just out of view.
Wait! If you don't read the Gazette, how do you stay informed?
I don't.
I just want
Don't see
a
the
little
point.
look.
Staying informed seems super stressful.
Hearing you say that stresses me out more than the Gazette, mate.
Think of a thing or two.
Again, what if there were bits?
I used to be able to pay to eat at this tavern. Now look at me, begging for scraps at the back door.
This one's got a heart of gold. I don't know what we'd do without him.
You pray to the gods, you always have food.
My tummy hurts. I'm really hungry.
It's not much, but handing out leftovers is the least I can do with the absolute almost upon us. Oh, I've also got some fruit this time.
The sellers are just down.
Welcome, traveler. Remember,
This ain't the blushing mermaid, it's the elf song. So behave yourself. That's right. And a lonely job it is too. When you're the muscle, no one thinks about your heart. Very funny. Go on inside, they're looking for comedians.
Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it! Get in there! True adventuring soul you are. No battle too small. To start the scourge.
Rovia burned the bullier base again. And now I have to scrub the pot. Some chef he is.
See Alan at the bar for drinks. I'm busier than a two-pecker go.
Why so much business today? The war on.
Pardon me, sir. You look prosperous. I'll bet you have someone who'd like a nice piece of jewellery at discount price for a good cause. A beautiful necklace. It belonged to my grandmother. I'll give it you for a bit of coin. I hate to say it, but I'm desperate. The jeweller only offered me a pittance. It seems the market is flooded with loot brought in by adventurers. Thank you, sir. You've done me a kindness.
Another spill. And to think I used to like the smell.
Another? Should I have another? Oh, he'll need to preserve me. I need the courage. No, sir. We abandoned our farm when the Absolute Army marched in. We used to sell our barley to the brewer who makes this very beer. That's all over now. Why? Any more point to that than getting mad at a plague of locusts or the weather? Oldest boy, Corson. He means well, but he eats as much as the rest of us put together. I have to find him a place here. We're farmers, not fighters. That's not the answer for us. Corson's strong, but he's a gentle soul. Easy to take advantage of. A fancy feller called Three-Piece wants to place him as a cleaner in the counting house. But I don't trust him. Maybe I should just join the Flaming Fist and take the signing bonus. What else can I do? Ah, that's a solid tip. Could work out for a gentle kid like Corson. Thanks, stranger. You helped settle my mind. Thanks are all I have to offer, though. Mail meter bleed for you. If this was brewed with my barley. I wonder if this was brewed with my barley. I wonder if this was brewed with my barley.
Where is that confounded mop?
Yes, friend. The sixth one today. You want to be my friend? Do not regurgitate on my floor. Very well then. No regurgitation. That's a solemn vow, and I'm going to hold you to it.
Are you funny enough to cause a laugh riot? Come on in and challenge the house comedian.
If Mother was still alive, the shame would...
That puffed up parvenu, Gortash, an archduke. However did they find a crown big enough for his head?
Archduke? Lord Gortash is a trifle young for that, don't you think? Not that anyone cares what you think, or me for that matter.
Are you funny enough to cause a laugh riot? Come on in and challenge the house comedian.
Act like you don't know me. Come on, be a pal.
Watching to see if you're stealing. Yeah?
Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest here called a Laugh Riot. You want to play along? It's all about the Boffo-Yoks. We see who can tell the funniest stories, and the winner gets the prize. Great! I'll go first to show you how it's done, and then you can see if you can top me. Hello, Baldurians! You know, I wouldn't be here tonight, except my wife ran off with a cambium. That's right, I got fiend zoned. We used to have a drow comedian. I had to ask her to stop casting Tasha's hideous laughter on the audience. Then I asked her how many drow it takes to light a torch, and she said, none. We have dark vision. So I killed her.
The Elf Song patrons think that one's funny. There may be hope for you yet.
Your turn, smart stuff. Knock 'em dead, but not literally. Got me? If that's the best you got, smart stuff, you should quit before the crowd gets angry. Didn't I tell this joke already? Now, don't joke about religion, smart stuff.
A single person applauds from the back of the room, probably out of pity.
Sorry, smart stuff. No joy for you, I'm afraid. But that sounds like job security for me. What you get if you cross an...
My father won again. He always wins. Super boring. Why aren't you funny, Sayer?
Dice of Timora. What an embarrassment. The old elf song isn't what it used to be, eh?
Yes, very amusing. Very amusing indeed.
This guy is funnier than a gnome on a windmill.
I'm ready.
Another triumph. Yes, indeedy. I'm still the comedy king. Hey, you know why it isn't wrong
Still
to
alive,
fart in a
so
storm-short
that's progress.
tabernacle? It smells divine.
I know you said poorer.
You talk about the honor of your order, but what about my honor? I made a deal.
Stug, if you want to join the Vigilant Knights, you have to quit beating people up.
My sister Gerva has talked me into joining her Holy Helm Order, but I got a job to finish first.
Breaking the knees of debtors for the Guild isn't honest work, and you know it. That's why you're giving it up.
But I already took the money for it from Uktar, so I gotta follow through. It's like an oath or something. And I know you understand oaths, Gerva.
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're knee-breaking for goodness?
Helmsgaze, you sound like a guild lawyer. You must think I'm pretty dumb. And maybe I am. Because I'm going back to return Uktar's money. Don't wait up, Gerva. Might take me a while to crawl back home with 2 busted knees.
Hello, old friend. Oh, so I assume I used to know everybody around town, but now I'm a new man. A worried man, a playwright who lost the will to write. Now I worry no more. Can't write a word? What does it matter?
From one warrior to another, I must say, it's just embarrassing the way the Flaming Fist lets this murderer go around killing people and getting away with it. They used to be capable enough, but they've gotten slow and lazy. Corruption makes you soft. I'd start a special crime unit. A half-dozen hard cases, grab some likely losers in the back alleys, and beat on them until we got some answers. Commander Portier says she already has some investigators she trusts. Soft-talking namby-pambies, I'd wager. But when they fail, and they will, count on it, she knows where to find Dane Gizarm. And then, it'll be my turn.
I sure wouldn't want to be one of the Flaming Fists. They got the shittiest job in town. Believe me, I know something about knocking heads together.
I've been thinking about it. No, I feel bad about all them refugees, but we just can't let them flood into the city. We'd be overwhelmed. In fact, that's probably the Absolute Army's plan.
As far as I'm concerned, Lord Gortash gets the benefit of the doubt. Until he does something obviously wrong, he's got my support. We can't afford to be squabbling with the Absolute crawling up our asses.
Just between us, I don't believe everything I hear from Archduke Gortash. He's entirely too slick to be trustworthy.
If it were up to me, I'd replace all the Flaming Fists with Steel Watchers. At least the big teapots don't make lewd suggestions when you pass by. They smell better too.
A new Archduke? Fancy. Never had one of them before.
Drink up, Blas. We're celebrating. If you won't drink with me, I bet this stranger will. Right, stranger? I'm Clovia Throaks. Pleased to meet you. Our son Gaspar has finally found himself a proper job.
Aye, security at the Steel Watch Foundry. But I still wish he'd taken up the family business.
Now, Blas, you know Gaspar never had the patience for all the stitching a tailor has to do. Sewing rabbit skin cloaks? Well, that's all right for some, I guess, but not for our Gaspar.
No, our Gaspar preferred hanging around the guild hall. I was afraid he was going to end up as a guild bone breaker.
Good thing I introduced him to darling Tamia Holst. She straightened Gaspar out, found him a place in the foundry. Perceptive one, aren't you? Blas, the plum bubbles may have gone to my head, but I guess it's time to tell you. I'm leaving you. I'm starting a new life with Tamia. I'm going to sell the business. The money we used to start it was mine in the first place. I'm afraid that's it for Throaks for Cloaks. Oh, dear. The bottle's empty. Let's have another and talk about it.
I think I need to take a walk. In a minute.
Dressed an Archduke, Your Excellence.
If you're gonna hang around...
Gortash, Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I hear he's moved into the penthouse at Worm's Rock. That place must cost a fortune. Per diem.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. With all this talk of war, what else are folk to do but drink? I reckon the murder would had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self? Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope. I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. Charity! In Baldur's Gate! Good one. It's called character. Anyone will tell you that. Price just went up. Call it a shite talk surcharge. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub.
Mother was still alive. The shame would have killed her. Ruin everything.
The mistress of disease loves us all. A fond of free us from the agonies
Stelmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Maintain your distance. Area under active investigation by order of the Flaming Fist.
Look where city.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I brought my own paring knife, and now I just need some ingredient.
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. To work together. Strangely enough, I believe him. He's too self-important to be anything but sincere. But even if we unite to command the brain, it's not as if we can leave the city under Bane's boot heel once it's done. We'd be back to the same old battle. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. A Harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it? Ask it. You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldur's Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return. or that we would return at all. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down there. Or better yet, find a ballast to lead us. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? What need, when it seems so intent on repeating itself? But stay this apocalypse, and I'll let you read my journals. Promise.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid. One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to, as am I. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupies.
Let's talk.
Lots of blood. Some pink stains, too. Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry. Strange bottle. Even stranger smell. deep and move.
Forever dauntless.
I will ascend. Taking position.
You're getting close. The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
A long way to go still.
I've got a long road ahead.
Where am I needed?
Indolence breeds madness.
Still breathing, despite everything.
On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
What's that?
The psionic detector's been activated. There must be Gith hostiles nearby.
Githyanki. Blackith has found us. Get rid of them, quickly!
We will be ready. In the meantime, tear every brick out of it. If it doesn't come, we must find evidence of its whereabouts.
Voss is waiting beneath the city. We'll apprise him of our progress once we have the Orphic hammer in hand.
Lae'zel, glad you could join us. The Kithraki have spread word of that artifact that you carry. Tell me, Lae'zel of Kalir, what reward do you think the astral prism will fetch once I pluck it from your corpse and present it to Vlaakith? What honors, what riches will the Undying Queen grant me when I hand her the failed prince?
Stand down. I protect the prism on our Queen's behalf.
The Undying Queen cares not for who delivers her the prism and the traitor prince within. All that matters is that it is delivered. The false heir's head will make a fine trophy for Vlaakith. As for you, I will leave nothing behind but meat and shattered bone. Damnable whelp. For 1,000 years I have given my life to Vlaakith. I will deliver to her the Prince of the Comet. She shall exalt me. The Gish will record my great deed in slate. Shamar Zala Vlakith!
Swift and lethal.
This is my time. Finding my way.
Have to keep going.
Get these wounds taken care of.
I will ascend.
move.
Favors the fearless.
Take you.
This isn't good. On the victor's path.
well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon. Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Assume nothing.
Just so.
I will take my pick.
That might be worth a look.
Let's get going. That's curious.
find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful to you.
What's that?
A shell. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality.
Let's talk.
My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter. My cutlery set. A gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing, but otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still. My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
That might be worth a look.
An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now. There she is, in all her glory. Jubelin Stelmane, my old partner. Chains I use to bind my meals. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could. A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine when I had need of meals like that. Rascal's collar. My poor four-legged friend. Their lives are so brief, so simple. And yet, full.
No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. Orin, she managed to seize me from our very own camp. She tormented me with blades and hot irons. I resisted, but then she forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts. I lost control. I felt the bear take over, blood crazed. And she forced me into a cage, along with children taken from the streets. I was powerless to stop myself. Their screams, her laughter, It's all I can hear. I do not deserve to see the sun again. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you. You face her already.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Gortash, the little Lord of Darkness. I know him well. Yes, yes, and he knows me. Knows how my blades sculpt and carve this city. I could peel a fine pelt from the mutt I caught sniffing at your heels. Drag skin from flesh, from bone. I will not slice. His kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new, sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. Kethric's killer turned the corpse lover to carrion when you took his stone. Oh, but he was a dull kill. No blood to spill, no guts to rip. A desiccated husk, all dust and hollow. You must be sharpened before you set your edge against my skin. You'd prefer my whispers in the tyrant's tongue, hmm?
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath never to hang him from the hooks. Drip drain him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is bars. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Yes. Oh, yes. Kill the Bay Knight, and I will keep my blade unblooded. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, Bone Killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
I don't know how exactly Orin managed to spirit away someone as big as Halcyon, but we have to get him back. Either via a rescue, or Gortash's death.
Indolence breeds madness.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Yes?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stilney, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. I have learned to adapt my methods to your needs. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flare. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you, your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own. That you are complex and full of contradictions. It was no easy task, but I had to persist. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how much I would enjoy your company, your mind. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. Would you like that? Instinct. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. You should reconsider your attachment to your physical form. You have seen what an illithid can do. Imagine some of that could be in your grasp. Not enough to warp your appearance beyond recognition, but just enough to enhance your potential. And believe me, it will radically increase our chances of success against the Elder Brain. Think on it.
As you drift into sleep, you feel a certain disappointment. The Mind Flayer was very quick to abandon its attentions on you.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
It won't
Well,
happen, I swear.
Fishiness.
I can't really glaze that
Broke
pizza.
down the door because
It wasn't even hurt.
Any complaints will be handled.
They're gonna regret this bloody daylight robbery. Mark my words.
Oh, no. It's you. The one who did all them terrible things in the paper. Just take it. Just take it.
Dangerous adventurers infiltrate the city and threaten civilian safety.
Slow the army of the Absolute down, but they'll get through
Murderers wandering our streets.
Take it one day at a time, eh?
You might feel differently after to find out how to stay safe.
The pair of you. Just be ready to leave when the time comes. Or preferably before.
Chap, I know you're hurting.
No time to dally.
My time's running out.
Sharp as ever.
My faith protects me.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
not my concern.
Not like we can even turn around and leave now. Absolute 10% good and proper.
Come on! At least let us take her to a doctor. My friend's there. Let her go. Back off!
She goes as they will, unless Lord Gortash tells us otherwise.
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is.
And how will we step into this new and brilliant
People don't always know their own minds. You've got to keep them safe, that's all.
You'll not find any fear-mongering here.
Something on your mind?
You know exactly what's on my mind.
Why, only the truth. That you bear the blame for the Duke's untimely demise. Such a loyal servant of the city, so eager to hear of your exploits. Tell me, darling, how is she? What a relief. It would be a shame if she'd struck down the one and only blade. Alas, she misses the fallen Duke. Someone will need to step up in his absence. A man with the spirit of a dragon. His only son, perhaps. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
rehearse
arrest
this
us?
one more time.
they
Pretend
throw us in
I'm a fifth and tell me what you were doing
Calm
in
down,
the
dear.
house.
It won't happen, I swear.
Officialness, we broke
Oh, I
down
can't
the
really
door
glaze that
because
pizza, yeah? He wasn't even hurt.
somebody was
more fist
in trouble.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in
I
no
spoke
time.
to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire.
Are they going to arrest
Let's
us?
rehearse this one more time.
If they throw us in jail.
Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what
Calm
you were
down,
doing
dear.
in the house.
It won't happen, I swear.
Officialness.
Let's talk. I needed.
Looking ahead.
Dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worm's.
I am Answer, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Answer wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened. Answer me. It's been too long. Once, long ago, we crossed the Callan together and sailed the Altengri. We built a city by the sea. Ansur was my friend. Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough? Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice. You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear answer. Enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness, Balduran. The final tempest has come. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. This time, you will not escape it.
The next word.
I am...
Answer binds you despite your best efforts. The spirit pauses.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
A deep sigh.
Brack.
The Emperor stirs.
Baldur, your present. Answer. It's been too long. We knew each other what we crossed friend until you come to satisfy. You had, and now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Answer, enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid. Let my bones rise. I am the heart of the gate. This time, you will not escape it.
On my way.
Friend, until have you come to satisfaction? You had it, and now you bring your thrall before me. How
Stillness.
dear, and I gave let my bones. I am the heart of this time.
What path lies before me?
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one more time.
Throw us in jail.
Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the
It
house.
won't happen, I swear.
Your officialness.
Oh, I can't really glaze that, Pete, the art.
Broke down the
It
door
wasn't even hurt.
because it sounded like somebody was
That's why
in
nothing's
trouble.
gonna happen to us.
Inside.
We'll tell them what happened,
The house was on
and we'll
fire.
be home in no
We
time.
were rescuing them.
I spoke to a witness who
Let's talk. Yes, and at a great cost. I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Thank you. I think that unknowable... I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. All right, anything more we should discuss?
Are they going to arrest
Let's
us?
rehearse this one more time.
They throw us in jail.
Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what
Calm
you were
down,
doing
dear.
in the house.
It won't happen, I swear.
Yes, we
Oh, I can't
broke
really
down.
place that pizza.
Let's talk. Yes, I'm not about to make such a... Thank you. I think... I can't say I'm not... All right, what else is on your mind? Let's talk. I think... I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. I appreciate where you're coming from. Truly, I do. But these parasites are quite literally illithid weapons of war. And I'm not so certain they won't be turned against us upon consuming them.